happen. Look at deep down the field for a big play, and he's got prime time. Prime time got green grass. It is picked off by Derwin. There goes Derwin. Get out of here.
Let's go.
Defense from Wesley Giddens.
All right, boys. In today's video, we are playing in a $1,000 MUT tournament, and I'm going to post-commentate the entire thing. So this was streamed live on my Twitch, which you will find in the description below. But to have it feel more cohesive, I'm going to break down all the biggest plays, what I was thinking, and all that fun stuff. Here was a team we used. Jalen Milroe at the helm, all 15 AP, Gunslinger, Master Attack, and our defense, mid-zone, deep zone on all of our safeties and corners, and then obviously user Lucan and use Don and Edge through all our DNs. And our playbooks for this video, Ben Kurt Dimes, of course, and the base 4-6. I've been preaching you guys about the base 4-6. There is a double mug shed glitch that's on my school, link below, and it has the dime 3-2. So you get two god defenses all in the same playbook. And I mix them up. I run them both depending on what my opponent's doing. I run whichever one I see fit. And if you want to know which one to run, again, school link below. Let's go and get into it. All right, in our first game, we are going against 4PF Abram, or just Abram. One of the best Madden players in the world right now. Made Madden Bowl, I believe 3 straight years in a row. So very consistent, very good player, has a belt. And you know going in, it is going to be a tough game. And we just got to play our best. And yeah, let's go see how we did it. All right, so we're starting on defense. Abram is a very fast hiker of the football. So every play was really hard to get my adjustments off. And the first drive of a comp game really is just feeling him out. And we didn't do a good job. So he scored 7. Not a huge deal. Going to our first drive, wide open post route, and we actually overthrew it. So it got bumped, which I'll show you. So as we threw the football, this guy bumped him off his route. So the ball was overthrown, and we threw a pick, and then we started the game down 7 and down a stop. But luckily, we got him into a 4th and 18. He took his 3, and whenever you get stopped and you hold your opponent to 3 after, getting stopped wasn't that big of a play, like you're fine kind of thing. So it sucked we got stopped, of course, but not a huge deal. If we go down and get 7, then we're in a good spot again. And on 4th down and 5, we run the reverse wheel route, he over switch sticks, and we get a wide open touchdown. So back on defense again. And then after that first drive, I honestly felt like I was kind of getting in a rhythm. And then we had him on this 4th and 2. Nothing's open, but I kind of just like didn't use her that very well, and he ended up getting a touchdown. Not a big deal. I feel like I'm playing good defense. Get him on another 3rd and 11, and then it's 4th and 11. It's like he's on another 4th down, and then in my opinion, on this game, on 4th and longs, it is very, very easy to get stops. It's very hard to convert 4th and long. So he's on a 4th and 11. Nothing's open. Nothing's open. He kind of has a really good playmaker right there, but doesn't matter. We get the knockout, and then we just got to go down here and get 7 and actually get in control of this game, where we kind of thought we wouldn't be in control, like after getting stopped early. And we run, drive halfback under, man beater and a match beater, wide open player, easy touchdown. So we're back on defense again. Right here, super frustrating. I had a hook curl, but hook curl played too low. He threw the corner route or curl route right above it. Super frustrating, but whatever. Next play, he scores a touchdown, and you kind of just knew right here. I was like, okay, it's gonna be a hard game to win. He's gonna play good offense. We're gonna try and play our best offense, and just how comp games go. So they're gonna be back and forth. He runs man with the tight end flat, and I wish I didn't have Slam Laporta right here. Wish I had someone a little faster. And right here, what we're trying to do is we're trying to clock out the half and get a touchdown. Obviously, a field goal is okay because we do get ball at half. But if we get 7 and a touchdown, then we're in a really good spot. And we get to the spot, 3rd and goal from the 2, back of the end zone, JSN, one-handed catch, touchdown, and we get ball at half. And then I'm on a 4th and 2, my first drive out of half, and actually do get stopped. I had the running back. He just bumped way too long, so I didn't really trust it. And then I also had the slot fade when he switched stick. I made a bad read. He had a good switch stick, good defense, and we got stopped. But it's okay. We're up by 4, so it wasn't a huge deal we got stopped. It just you know, we did get stopped, so now we got to make up for it. If we held him to 3 right here, that would be awesome, but honestly, it's really hard to keep holding good offensive players like this to no points. So he makes a good play, good playmaker, gets 7, and I know this drive, we got to go down and get some points. We playmaker up the return route. Jerry Rice, big catch. Almost speed boost out of there, but it's all good. But right here, Jerry Rice, speed boost off the drag, get 7. And now we're in a spot is if we get one more stop, I feel like we can just win the game. But right there, super frustrating play. So we had a streak and a wheel route behind it, and I tried to switch stick the wheel route, and I kind of got stuck on the streak. It was super annoying. I couldn't get my hips turned around, so he gets another touchdown, and you know, now we got to go down and go get 7. And the first play of my next drive, I had square, and boys, you're not going to believe me, but I fat fingered it. I hit triangle and square at the same time, hit triangle, and threw a book. So now it is dire. We need to go get a stop, and the best place to get stops, is that red zone. We got him to a 4th and 7, and he went for this. I don't really agree with going for this. 4th and 7, 5 minutes left in the game. I think you take your 3, go up by 7, or go up by 6. But he got greedy, and he threw a book. We switch sticked it perfectly, and if you give us this much open field, you know we're going for 6. User, 100-yard return touchdown, and we're back up by 4. And in my mind right now, I thought I was playing great defense. I thought I was making it work for every single point. So I felt really confident in the fact that I might be able to get another stop. And right here, we get him to a 4th and 12. Big sack by Nolan Smith. That card is crazy in that double mug defense that I've been preaching to you guys about. And you know, this tournament's a really good example of how good that double mug is, and you know, why I've been running it. And again, 4th and 12, we get the sheds on double mug, and we get help 3. So he has a chance to walk us down, but the first play of his next drive, we get super sheds. We switch stick him for 6, and that is GG's. I'm pretty sure he quit after this. Yeah, he did. But this play was crazy, and this is why I preach to you guys. Go to my school, check out this double mug defense, because watch D tackle 1 and D tackle 2 right here. Watch what they do when you hike the ball. He hikes the ball on this play, and they both won in under half a second. He had no chance of making a read right there, and you know, we just got a pick 6 on that. If you want to start winning more Madden games, then go to school.com/Wesley's Workshop or on the school mobile app, where you get access to full breakdowns of the exact schemes that you have seen me dominate with online and in professional tournaments. There's also a community page where you can ask me and other members questions, and there are weekly tips showing you everything new I find on the game as I find it. You can unlock all of this for $20 and start winning more Madden games now. Alright, so on to the next game. We are playing this guy named Winkx. I haven't really played him a whole lot. He was in my Twitch stream, so GG's to him. But he's probably an aspiring comp player, and let's go and get into it. First play of the game, we hike fast, and he actually didn't have a deep blue, so he got like a 50-yard gain. Would have liked that to be a touchdown. I think I messed up my speed boost, but whatever. So we get on to 4th and 8, because, you know, when you lose yards to grounding, it's hard to get them all back. But on 4th and 8, hit our slot fade against cover 2, easy touchdown. And then his second play of offense, we switch him with User, and User gets another book 6. This User card is the best card in the game right now. Everyone should be using him. He is basically free. Definitely look into that card, bro. Like, if you're not using him, make sure you put him up top with the deep in, deep out, mid zone, lurk artist combo. It costs 4 AP for that cocktail, but I promise that's the best card in the game. And then Jerry Rice on a drag, speed boost your way to the end zone. Looks just like the touchdown against Abram, where we throw that drag, get a good speed boost, and, you know, we're out of there. We get him to a 4th and 10. He converts it. Good dot, though. I'm not even upset about that, because he did throw a wide open player, so nothing to get mad about. 1st and goal. I was an inch away from picking him off, but what can you do? Right here, I still feel really good, though, about this game. I feel like we're already up a stop, and I don't really think he can stop us. So, therefore, if I just play my game, play smart, I'll just win. And I love this mesh block combo, guys. So what happens is if they see this wheel route, they slam their deep blue down to guard the wheel route. If you're patient and have a quarterback with a good release like Jalen Milroe, you can throw that for a wide open touchdown. It's now we're up by 14 again, and I just know if I get one more stop, then the game is cooked. But he's throwing some good reads. He's honestly playing not bad offense. Besides, you know, he's been on a couple fourth downs, and right here had him on a 4th and 10. And as I always say, 4th and 10s are almost impossible in this game because look at my hook girls, bro. They're guarding the sticks. My clouds are guarding the sticks. And they're just, the pressure gets there for anything else is open. And then we get another stop. He gets us to a 4th and 8 right here. But on 4th and 8, I actually not converted that. But he actually D's us up. I was on a 4th and 30. I actually want to explain. I was on a 4th and 30 because I was trying to do the QB spin, the Astro. I messed it up and took a 20-yard sack on 2nd down and was on a 3rd and 30. So that's how we were on 3rd and 30 and then eventually a 4th and 8. So he threw a book, and then we get back on offense and he runs man coverage, in which you can't run man coverage against someone that knows how to small pass lead streaks. Small pass lead that slot streak, easy touchdown, and then, you know, we're going into half up by 21, but he throws the ball up before half. And in this game, you can't do that. You cannot throw the ball up before half because if your opponent knows how to speed boost, it is almost always a touchdown. And this was a touchdown, but you know, he quit out for it was. And in the next round, we're playing against PyCam, another known player in the Madden community. He's been around for a long time, runs his own website, things like that. You know, good player. Off meta, I would say, and he really, really likes to run the football. So this won't do it justice, this first drive. But on this first drive, guys, he ran the ball 12 times. he had that was a 14-play drive on his opening drive of the game. Wait. Scratch that. I was on offense. Scratch that. Okay. So in this round, boys, we are playing PCAM. Known player in the Madden community, been around a long time. Has his own website. He's an off-meta player, really likes running the football. That's what I've noticed from playing him over the years. He definitely likes to run the ball a lot, so we're going to have to be careful, not let him run all over us. We get ball first. And I actually had a touchdown right there, and I missed it. I had the streak. But it's okay. He also runs a lot of match on defense, so you're going to see a ton of match on this opening drive. And it kind of takes me a second to really learn what I wanted to throw against the match coverage. But he is sitting through every play, so there's a lot of running lanes and things like that, so I took advantage of those. And then we get on defense, get him to a 3rd and 8, a passing situation, and we book him. Get a pick. And now I know if we go get 7 right here, it's going to be difficult for him to win. Never going to come back because he's a very slow-paced, methodical player that wants to run. And we'll go up by 14. And as you can see, he is running the ball a lot. I'm pretty sure in the game, I remember saying it. This drive in particular, he scores this drive. I'm going to spoil it. He scores this drive. He ran the ball 12 times. It was like a 14-play drive. He ran the ball 12 times, eventually got in the end zone. As long as I keep scoring his drives, he can't score every drive in a struggle drive like that. And then right here, he ran match. Post route beat his match and got us a big gain. He ran match again. Striped corner route to beat match as well. So I kind of figured out by like the 2nd or 3rd drive, I need to call a ton of match beaters almost every play because he's very committed to the match. And then right here, we have another passing spot, 4th and 6, when we get the knockout. So now, chew clock's on. We're just running the ball, just chewing the clock out, just trying to get out of this game because, you know, we basically, in our mind, already won. But he does get us to a 4th and goal. We take our 3, go up by 17, and he gets ball at half, though. So he's returning this kick before half, and Ernest Jones and Cam Newton line him up. Cam Newton knocks the ball out, recovers it himself, and gets 6. And now the game's over. I'm not going to lie. He's down by 24. He's going to stay in the game. We get a fumble on his quarterback, and, like, that was it. I think he stayed in the game a little bit longer, but it was over. And in the quarterfinals, we are playing D&D Manic right now, which you would think is Throne. It is not Throne. It is Villain, who is a comp player playing on Throne's account. He's one of our friends. So he's playing on his account for this tournament because he doesn't have his own MUT team. He's using Throne's MUT team. So you're going to see a lot of plays. You know, this isn't Throne. First play of the game, or second play of the game, I run inside zone. I speed boost past him, speed boost again, and we get a walk-in touchdown. So one thing about Villain going to this game that I know is he is very, very good at the speed boost mechanic. So I kind of knew is I wanted to keep him out of running situations. And then the first drive, we get him to a 4th and 11. And again, if I get you to a 4th and long, I'm going to get a stop. That is just what happens. You know what I mean? So right here, we need to get 7 because Villain is a kind of player that scores a lot of points. So we need to, you know, stop him early, basically. Next drive, I over switch stick. He has all day. He makes the read. Good touchdown. Good read. And again, Villain is one of those players that's going to score a lot of points, but he's also going to give up a lot of points. So I knew if I just played my game on offense, he would eventually make some mistakes. And I didn't think he was able to stop me, basically. As we throw a post, one-handed catch, Laporta, back of the end zone, touchdown. Love to see that. But yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. When he gets the ball in the open field, he is very, very hard to tackle. That's what makes him great at this game, or you know, very good at this game. And that's something you really gotta pay attention to. Is, you know, it's not giving up the big play. Right here, we did lag out. We did a recreate, so I'm up 20-13, as you can see. And in the recreate, all we did to fix that was we got to the same spot and just made it 7-0 my ball. So instead of being 20-13, it's 7-0, but I'm up by the same amount, so it doesn't really matter. But that's why you see the score change, is because he did lag out. He does have brokey internet. We make fun of him for it regularly. And then so we get back on offense, 1st and goal. Don't want to get red zone stopped. That's our biggest fear. But perfect playmaker, Devin Hester, one-hand catch, back of the end zone. We're up by 14 again. And this double mug defense mixed with $1, running them back and forth, is really giving them trouble. And on 3rd and 19, he runs a mill row. I would have loved to fumble right there, but we don't get it. 4th and 5, we got to get stingy. And huge hit, user hit stick by a Lucan right there. I think if we don't user it, we don't get the knockout. So that's huge, we get that. And then Jerry Rice, one of the best speed boosters in the game right there. And that would not have been a touchdown without the speed boost, but we speed boost past him. Get a touchdown. We're up 21 points now. But again, this is a player that I don't want to take lightly. I don't want to like change my style at all because he's the kind of guy that can score points very fast. So my whole goal in this situation was just to keep playing defense how I was. And then when I got on offense, I was going to play with the true clock on because I want this game to be as short as possible when I'm playing someone that is this fast at scoring. But we do get a red zone stop, and it's like we're up 21-0 now with ball. He gets ball at half, so if we get any points here, you know, basically feel like we're in full control and the game's over. And that could have been a switch stick pick. That was a very close read, but he doesn't get it. We took a 1st and goal to 3. Sam Laporta wide open, touchdown. We're up by 28 points, and then right here, I come out in the man up 3 deep from the 47-yard line. He runs inside zone, and he is just not tackleable, man. This kid is not tackleable, bro. Great play by him, and now it is 28-14 out of nowhere, you know? So only up by 14. The game got a lot closer because of that play before half. It's kind of how that works, bro. Momentum's quick. But we kept playing our game. Again, we had shoot clock on, shorten this game as much as possible, and now we're up by 21 with only 5 minutes left. Had him on a 3rd and 16. Unfortunately, it got to be 4th and inches. Would have liked that to be a little bit less, but we switch stick them. Perfect defense. Paul and Mayo. I mess up the boost. I don't score, but that is GG's in the chat. He threw 47%. We played great defense that game. And now we are in the Final Four, and we are playing against Idro Bruin. Idro Bruin, very good competitive player. He is also the coin man, coin boy, as we call him. Mr. Market But he's also good at the game. He wins 3-3 odds, sends a lot of pressure, and then on offense he plays very bubblegum. You know, he tries scratching and clawing his way to points. You know, he tries scoring in the easiest way possible, basically. You know what I mean? He wants to run. He wants to run the ball. He wants to throw RPOs. He wants to score, not in the least skillful way possible. That's how I describe it. But our first drive, we go down, get 7, and yeah, and we get him to a 4th and 2. And on 4th and 2, he throws motion dig under. That drag route is a problem on that play. I wish it wasn't so good, but probably the best route in the game is that drag. And look, he throws it again, or not that's just a regular drag, but yeah. So he was throwing a ton of drags, ton of running back streaks, bubbles, wheels, and then we get him to a 4th and 3. And I run perfect defense. I switch stick this. If I just go left, it's a bag. Like, this guy's manned up, this guy's manned up, this guy's manned up, this guy's manned up. Perfect defense. And I don't know. I just get no animation, and he gets a touchdown on it. So, I was upset about that play. I feel like I played perfect defense, didn't get rewarded. But either way, I feel like I played very clean offense my first drive, and he didn't. So I was very confident going forward that I would keep scoring and, you know, eventually get a stop. And then I get to a 4th and goal at the 1. I trust Sam Laporta, and this double drags play has kind of been my bread and butter all year. And I just got to make a read on the triangle drag and the X drag. X was open this time. Easy touchdown. Right there. I don't know what to call that play, but yeah, he RPO'd me. I don't think it should have been open. But then the next play, he gets absolutely baited by the switch stick. I mean, yeah, like, he had the streak, but I switched it as soon as he was throwing the ball, and Kobe Bryant bumped them, which made it even more, like, less open than it would have been. That's a huge switch stick, and I feel like, you know, we're in full control. He's not going to stop us. And this whole tournament, I feel like, besides the Abram game, I think I played very, very clean offense, where I really didn't get stopped at all. So I was very confident, you know, in all these games just to keep scoring and, you know, close this game out. Right here, Devin Hester, one-handed grab, up 21-7. And now we just got to find a way to get a stop. And the game will basically be over if I go up by 2 possessions and ball. Gonna do a 3rd and 5, but guys, you know that motion wide post is special. That motion wide post is special. 2nd and 3, he runs the doubles flex RPO, celebrates on us, gets the tud. All good. Now we're on a 3rd and 13. We take our check down, get to a 4th and 3. Nothing's open, but the reverse wheel route gets open late. Love to see that. We throw that, and now we're in a spot where we make this the last drive and get points. 30 seconds till half. We actually get held to 3, but we did take most of his timeouts. So as long as he doesn't get any points right here, it's okay. I think if Palomalo books that, we could have actually had something going right there, but he punts us the football, wasted the clock, and we're going to half up by 10. So right here, we're in that double mug defense I was telling you about. The sheds, I think that I was getting more stops with the sheds than I was in dollar. So I trust a double mug to try and get me a stop. But man, this motion dig under was giving me tons of trouble in this game. Just tons of it. Right here, we switch stick them, but we're a 2nd late. Oh, that's tough. Then 3rd and goal, we get the knockout, but they call it a touchdown. I feel like I switch stick this play perfectly. 3rd and goal from the 11. I get on Palomeo, and I hit him. He does have that set feet lead ability, though, guys. So right there is where set feet lead is the difference between a touchdown and a knockout, or bad call by the ref is what I'd say. But either way, we're up by 3 with ball. We got to go get 7. We run inside zone, start the drive. Get some good yards, get some free yards. Love to see that. And again, I feel like this game, I played really, really clean offense. It was just like the red zone where he had a chance to stop me. And JSN wanted that touchdown bad, but couldn't get it. We run it in with Milrow. And my thought process going to this drive was, you know, just like last drive, if I make him work for it, the worst case that will happen is a lot of clock will run. But I do the exact opposite. I let him drive down in 2 plays and already be in field goal range. But we just make a crazy play with our user right here. So we switch stick onto Kobe Bryant, and then we hit stick the drag, bounce the ball up, pick artist Palomalu, gets the rock, and now we're up by 10 with ball. And now it's just closeout time. Put that shoot clock on, and let's try and get out of here. Hit Jerry Rice. Again, every play, we're just trying to run as much clock as possible. He gets a knockout. Ball went in the air just like it did against him, but we actually catch it. We do use that gift wrapped ability, but man, this was incredibly lucky. Should have been 3rd and 13 or even worse, interception. But yeah, then he gets us to a 4th and 16, and he actually gets a stop. So he played really good defense that drive. We ran a lot of clock, but he played good D because I put myself in bad spots due to how like running the ball on first downs, run the clock. And then on his next drive, he's rushing it. He's having to throw down the field, so he ignores his drag, throws it deep, and we get a D-line pick 6, Earl Thomas in the game. And we celebrate on him because he did celebrate on us. And that's GG's. GG's Idro Bruin. He played good that game. His last stop was pretty unlucky. That stinks, but now we are in the finals. Winner take all, basically. No splits happening here. Me versus Showtime. Showtime's one of the best players in the game, bro. He's made one event in his young career, and he actually beat me in the MCS this year, so not really a revenge game because this game isn't nearly as big as an MCS game, but every time I play him, a little extra on the line, just knowing because he beat me in a huge game before. And let's go and get into it. So I start with ball. And he runs the 6-1 defense. And if you guys don't know Showtime, he's a very, very aggressive player. So my thought process in the game was don't throw any switch stick picks that like you're throwing like on the cut, because that is his goal, to take away throwing like, you know, on the cut, and he will give up deeper touchdowns if you take your time. So in this game, my thought process on offense was take my time and he'll give up deep touchdowns. But this play right here, return route, speed boost twice, and we turn a 20-yard gain into a 60-yard touchdown. We get on defense, and I trust my defense a lot. We get into a 4th and 6 because he threw that ball a little early, but he hits the flat on 4th and 6. Great read, honestly. And, you know, right here, I don't know if he was throwing a book or not. I think he was. I think he was throwing the JSN. But he got to throw out a sack, and it went straight to a Lucan, and that is 6 right there. You cannot ask for a better way to start a comp game than walking them down, getting 7, and then getting a D-line pick 6 to go up by 14 points. And then I think that rattled him because the rest of the game, he doesn't really play well. When he's a very good offensive player, but he doesn't play well. He does a pick his next play. I get held to 3. But honestly, I was really never in a spot after that for this game to even be close, as he throws a ball into coverage. Yeah, you can just tell when someone's on tilt, they're not playing their best game. And, you know, that definitely sucks for him that he got on tilt after the first play. And he actually started onside kicking me in the first quarter, which I think's a little troll, but, you know, if that's what he thinks he needs to do to win, you know, hey, everyone's trying to win, right? He got the 2, though, so we're up 17-8. That's something we need to think about, that he did get the 2, but we run the ball speed boost crazy with Kenneth Walker, and we just take our extra point. He throws it up right here. I thought my guy could get over there and swat this, but he can't, and that is an 80-yard touchdown. The only thing you don't want to do when you're up by 16 in the second quarter is let people score fast, and I let him score fast. He went for 2, didn't get it, so I'm up by 10. He onside kicks us again. And I do have shoot clock on starting now. I want to shorten this game as much as possible because I am in full control, and I want to make him have to beat us, basically. We get held to 3 again, which actually does give him some life. So right here, if he gets 7 and gets ball at half, he can actually take the lead at a half in a game that I completely dominated. So going to this drive, I knew I had to play some defense, get him to a 3rd and 9, make a huge tackle Palomalu. Now it's 4th and 7, and we can almost end the game if we get a stop here. He throws it. He was not going to get the first down, so he tried pitching it. Fumble. Palomalu picks it up and takes it for 6. And when that happened, I knew, everyone in the chat knew that, you know, he wasn't winning this game. Like, it's over. He throws the ball again. And we actually, so this plays really weird. We get a knockout animation, we don't knock it out. I come over Kobe Bryant, hit stick him, get a fumble, and now the game is just, we're up 21 with ball. There's nothing our boy can do. Jerry Rice, drag route, another touchdown. Now we're up by 28 points. That was fast. Yeah, like this game got out of hand very, very quickly. I believe he takes his 3. No, so he gets in field goal range, but he's not by 28. He's, you know, forcing it, throws it downfield. User gets it. This could have been a pick 6, but K9 makes a great tackle, and we're up by 28 at half, and he hits the pause button and calls it a game. So I do want to say thank you to everyone who came to the Twitch stream live to watch that PL. I do stream around 4 times a week, so if you guys want to watch me play live and not just on YouTube, I do stream on Twitch regularly. So I appreciate anyone coming through to there from the YouTube channel. Make sure to tell me you came from the YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. And again, if you want to see anything we did today, Ben Kirknime's offense, base 4-6 defense, and speed boosting tutorial, both linked below at my school. And see you guys in the next one.